In this part of our lecture series, we will learn about the organizational structure. Different organizations have different structures of working an organization, which in turn can affect the way the project is run and the way it influences project manager and the entire project. In this lesson, we will study three different types of organizational structure, namely the functional, project-oriented or projectized, and matrix organizational structure. First of all, I want you to focus on this picture over here. We see here the aforementioned three types of organizational structure. We have a functional organization where there is a high involvement and authority of functional manager. We have a projectized or project-oriented organization where the authority and function of project manager is more, and we also have a matrix organization in between where there is involvement of functional manager and project managers in various capacities. If the authority and the power of functional manager is more, we call it a weak matrix organization. And if the project manager has greater authority in project activities, we call it a strong matrix. There is also a balanced matrix organization in which the power and function of the project manager and functional manager is equal. You can download the differential summary of the functional, matrix, and projectized organizations with some simulated case study given in this section. This will be very important for your exam. At least one or two questions may fall in one way or other in your exam. So download the differential summary chart from the link in the description. So making out a summary, basically these three organizational structure differs on the basis of authority of the project manager and area of specialization. The power of these people, that is, functional and project manager, can vary in the matrix environment. In some matrix organization, the power of the functional manager is more, which is known as weak matrix, and in some organization, the power of project manager can be more than the functional manager, which is called the strong matrix or environment. We just learned about this before too. We also learned that sometimes the power is equally divided in terms of the allocation of the resources, risk management, and team management, and this type of matrix environment is called valence matrix. Let's study this organizational structure in brief over the next couple of slides. In a functional organizational structure, the organizations are grouped by certain areas of specialization. In such organization, the functional manager has greater authority. Here, the team members of the different departments carry out the extra work as project work in addition to normal departmental activity. Some features important for the exam. Projects are carried out department-wise in this type of organizational structure. If the communication between different departments is to be done regarding certain matters of the projects, it is generally done between two departments or functional heads. In functional structure, the team members remain in the organization even when the project is completed. Let's see some other points too. In a functional organization, the project manager may have very little authority. So sometimes the career opportunity and ease of doing the project work may be more difficult compared to project environment. But since the organization is divided into different departments with specific supervisors, the team has to communicate only with the related supervisor, making communication easier and simpler than in the matrix environment. So here is a question for you. In which of these organizational structure the team feels easy to communicate? Functional organization, projectized organization, or the matrix organization? I will give you some time to think, so you can pause the video now. Yes, as we mentioned before, it is the functional organization. A similar question for you. In which of these organizations is the communication more complex? Is it a functional organization, project-oriented organization, or is it the matrix organization? This is quite easy. I'll check the answer of this in the comment box. Let's move to the next organizational structure, project-oriented or projectized organization. In the projectized organization, project activities are not the additional activities to the regular job like the functional organization. Some of the main points of this type of organizational structure. The project manager has the main job to organize the project and allocating the resources and team members. Once the project completes, the team may have no functional department to return, so these members remain just to complete the works of the project. In project-oriented organization, the project manager has more role in making decisions. So unlike functional organization, the project-related communications and decisions become easier. But as I shared earlier, the team members have technically no job after the project is over. Also, the resources may be duplicated, as two same resources could be needed for different roles in the same project. So this may result in less efficient use of the resources. Let's learn about another type of organizational structure, that is matrix organizational structure. In matrix organization, there are two managers, functional manager and project manager. The team members have to report to both of these managers in certain project work. One important thing is the team members still have the job as certain function in certain department even when the project completes in the matrix organizational structure. Think of the functional manager as a regular departmental manager and project manager as one appointed to facilitate the project work. The main drawbacks of going through this structure is complexity of the management, complexity in communication or administration, requirement of more resources as two different managers are required, chances of different priorities and requirements of these managers causing confusion in carrying out the project work. But with this type of organization, there is a better flow of information, and this is a better model if you are carrying out project activities temporarily within the regular functional work. Before moving into the next practice question, let me remind you that you can download the differential summary of the functional, matrix, and project-oriented organization with some simulated case study given in this section. This will be very important for your exam, as at least one or two questions may fall in one way or other in your exams. So download the differential summary chart from the description. Okay, quiz time. You have a scenario here. A company consisting of three main departments, purchase, production, and control, is facing a problem in meeting the resources required for the project, as the project manager has a little authority to match the needs of the resources. Which of the following organizational structure does this match better? Is it the functional organization? Is it the project expeditor? Is it the project oriented? Or is it the project controller? Note that a project expeditor works as a staff assistant and coordinates the communication. They cannot make or enforce decisions, and you can find the project expeditor in a functional organizations or in the weak matrix organization. I will check the answer to this question in the comment box, so please write your comments. Thank you so much for working with me so far in the project management training series. It's a wonderful feeling when the stuffs I teach are noted to be valuable. Please do not forget to leave your reviews so that I can get my enthusiasm rolling.